finished Project Hail Mary, both the movie and the book, audiobook. So I thought we could talk about it. Now, I am normally not the type of person that tells you what format to do a book in. I obviously promote audiobooks, but normally I'm like, choose your own adventure. I'm going to do something that I don't normally advocate. Do the audiobook. The audiobook is top tier. I feel that if you don't do the audiobook, you will be missing out. Ray Porter is phenomenal, but not only that, and I'm going to say something else that is going to make you all like hold on to your seats, head explode, whatever right now. The sound effects elevate this book. I know. Who am I? What has even happened to me? So the premise of this book is that you have Grace, a human who is in space on a one-way mission, and Rocky, an alien species. They do not speak the same language. He speaks a musical language. How are you going to make that work? How's that going to sound in audio? Sound effects. And it sounds so good. Eventually, sorry, the dog is doing what the dog does best. So eventually there is a voice for Rocky, which Ray does amazingly. But throughout it, there is like these tunes and it sounds incredible. And as somebody that doesn't do sound effects and isn't a big fan of them, it just worked. I have no idea how that is even going to look on paperback or ebook, but audio, yes, gotta do it. So let's backtrack a minute. So I actually met Ray Porter last week at London Book Fair. He was the narrator of the fair. He read a small portion of the book and I was like, okay, sold, need to listen. And I looked and I was like, oh, I have 1 month left on my Amazon Music because I got like 3 months for 99 pence. And in that, if you didn't know, you can get one audiobook a month included. So I'm like, it's like 16 hours. 16 hours. And I love The Martian. And I have a funny story about how I got given a copy of The Martian. Well, it's funny to me. And it's probably funny to people that know The Martian. But anyway, if you want to know the story, I'll tell you the story. But anyway, I was like, let's do it. I don't know why I didn't do it before that, but anyway. So we have Grace. He is a science teacher now, but he had written a paper about not needing water to exist. And so the powers that be had found it and wanted him to help them, you know, because the sun is dying. And they're doing a mission. And he is helping them. They're sending 3 people up into space on a one-way mission, and through it all, Grace is just there in a advisory position, but as so happens, disaster strikes, Grace is going, and when he's up there, it's amnesia. He has no idea how he's there, and it's very much his point of view and done from flashbacks. He is remembering things in dribs and drabs, and we are experiencing that with him. And you feel a lot of emotion, or at least I did, throughout it. And I actually really hurt for him. And I know it's sort of painted like he's a particular way, and the person that kind of does things, I had big issues. Anyway, he's up there and he meets the alien life, you know, and watching their friendship, it was so sweet. And that sort of loss and what they do for each other. I'm gonna get choked up just talking about it. And I think the one thing that really connects it is that human connection, right? He's up there alone. He's technically up there too, and but also to save humanity. And he's connecting with another species who's also alone, who's lost everybody, and they connect on that same base level. And it's just a beautiful thing. And what the lengths they go to for each other. And Ray does such a brilliant job. And there was this one scene, and I was just about to go to bed. So I'm listening to the book, and I'm like, I'll just finish this chapter and I'll go to sleep. I had tears streaming down my face, and I was like, well, I'm not going to bed now, am I? Thanks, Ray. Did not go to bed. And then there was one where I was sat waiting for my son for his therapy. And I'm like sat there in the waiting room, and I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna come out and be like, it's your session, Jim. No, just my audiobook. And then obviously I went to watch the movie, and they did a fantastic job with the adaptation, which I do think Andy has such a good luck at having his books converted into the screen, because they did a great job with The Martian as well. There was, for me, the scene that was an emotional scene for me, where, you know, the bed thing, that to me, when it was converted to screen, wasn't emotional, like, at all. And I feel like they missed the mark there, because they had that moment where they could have really hit home and hit the audience and been like, this is what, like, really dug. And they didn't. And they did it with a couple of other scenes, but, and obviously it's a different medium, it's more visual, so they did hit us with more emotional scenes that way, which I thought were brilliant. But I really was so looking forward to that moment, that mutual, if you know, you know. And it didn't happen. And I really feel like they missed the mark there. And so I would have liked them to have included that. But for me, that's the only thing where I felt they fell short. Everything else, I think they did a fantastic job with, and that people are going to love it. I got to go to an upgraded cinema seats, and they were very cozy. I think, you know, people are really going to enjoy, like, the big atmospheric element to it. You've still got that, like, human element of connection, even with the alien element. You've got, I mean, Rocky is awesome, and I think people are going to love seeing the physical representation and how they did. And there's this whole scene where they're giving him a voice, and that is hilarious, the different voices, and people, I think, will love that. It's a lot of fun. You've got the moments, all the emotional moments, right? The moments that are going to make you laugh, that are going to make you cry, they're going to make you feel. I want to go watch it again. I'll definitely go watch it again. But yeah, there's just that one scene for me that I would have liked just that little bit more from. But otherwise, top movie. I will definitely be purchasing it to have a physical copy, and you should go check it out. But do the audio first, for sure.